Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lucia and today I'm doing a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Let's see what we need to know for Leo. What is the message for Leo right now? Just a reminder before I start to take what resonates and always be true to yourself. We have 9th house faith, 4th house roots, and Venus love. So there could be things that you could be seeing here with this card. Things that you could be seeing and changing your beliefs on certain things. There could be things that are not easy to see, And there's something here about hanging on to hope as well. So there's a message here about hanging on to hope in case some of you, and this may not resonate with everyone, may be feeling like a situation looks a little hopeless or like things are not going to get better. Is really holding on to the light and believing that it's going to be okay. And also connecting to source, connecting to your guides, connecting to spirit, whatever it is that you could find and anchor your strength, to when it comes to anything like that with the light. We have the 4th house roots. I mean, like, you guys are very strong, Leo, I feel, with this card. There is something here about learning from the past. And there's something here with family connections and where you come from. There could be something here about traditions as well. There could also be something here about generational cycles. There could be something here about that. You could be healing or breaking some generational cycles here as well. You could be creating something. There's a lot with this card. There's healing, there's fire, there's desire, there's creation, there's family, there's birthing, there's having strength too on top to like hold all this like together. There's responsibility here. I feel like there's a lot of people also that look up to you with this card. And we have Venus love, and this is all about choices when it comes to love, making the right choices here, and making sure also that you give yourself time for self-care, what you need. This is about taking care of yourself. What do you need? And giving that to yourself, Venus. And it's about also finding balance and harmony in within yourself and with others as well. And what else do I get from this? This is about desire, and it can mean with love and intimate relationships, but this can also mean what you want to bring into the future, manifesting. What do you want to birth? And this goes back to that 4th house roots. There is something here about balance. There is something here about moving on from hard times with the 9th house faith, like believing that it's going to be okay for anyone who's feeling this, and not everyone may be feeling this. And then we have the 4th house roots, and this is about endings and new beginnings, and past and future, and how the past kind of brings you to the future. And sometimes we have to learn how to do things the opposite way of how we used to do them in the past, because times change, things change, and moving forward we have to change, depending on your situation. And then we have love, and there's balance. There's something about balance in relationships here that's very important. So you can be focused on that. Staying in a place of love for self and for others. Compassion for self and others. Being gentle with yourself. We have the 4 of Cups. The cards are flying out for you guys. Yeah. We have the Queen of Cups. 4 of Cups. This is being open to an opportunity that could be coming in. You could be looking at something from the past. Some of you could be holding on to something from the past. Oh, my cards are like, what did I do to my cards? Some of you could be holding on to something from the past. So this is missing something from the past, holding on to a time that maybe was a certain way, but it's not like that now anymore. So this is really focusing on healing and moving forward. And we have the Queen of Cups. This is about where you're putting your heart into the right situations, the right people, the right relationships, the right situations for you. There could be an opportunity coming in here for you. A new opportunity, a new connection, or a new situation that could be a better situation. You have Cancer energy here. There could be a family thing as well. And Gemini energy. You have the moon. So you could be really looking back too at your past, at life, generational stuff. And there's something here about moving forward. There's something here about giving too much in certain situations. So there's something here where maybe you could be looking to balance, where you're putting your heart into, your energy into. We have the Four of Wands here. There's also something here about work. And I feel like, we got Venus energy in both of these cards. The Four of Wands is building a strong foundation in something that you did. Something you put your energy into. So there's something here that you have done to celebrate. There's something here that you have completed or created a strong foundation in a situation. And there's something here about manifesting more. So now there's this energy of what do you need to do to protect this situation. So there's something here about protecting something that you have created, that you had this desire to protect, something that you love. This can mean relationships or work situations, or hobbies or goals, like whatever this is that you are working on or have worked on. There's something here that you want to protect and stay on top of and defend. There is very strong energy attached to this, so it's all about staying grounded and staying consistent. And you guys are going to be consistent, I feel, with this energy. Let's look at these cards and see what else we have for Leo. There could be something to celebrate. If you're not feeling that celebration, this could be something that's coming in to you guys, but you're not feeling it yet. You may not feel it just yet for a little bit with these energies right now. Or if you look back, for some of you, there is something here to celebrate. So you got a bunch of cards from here, and I'm going to read them all. Mindful. This is all about staying present too, not worrying too much about what happened in the past, and not worrying too much about the future. Of course, because I see you guys planning, and there's things, responsibilities and goals, but I also feel like this is a time to let go of whatever does not serve you right now, because I feel like you guys I feel like there's emotional stuff, family things, and also things with work that could be a lot, going on. So what does not serve you, and letting that go, staying present and mindful. And I feel like this is like the autumn. The leaves are falling from the trees. The trees kind of teach us, that it's okay to let go, right? Nurture, we have, nature. This is another, I feel this card is related also to letting go, because and beginnings, new beginnings. There's something here about letting go, endings, and new beginnings here. But of course, also connecting to nature. You could be drawn to this. You could be drawn to being outside, getting fresh air, staying busy, staying busy, and maybe even doing things outside when you're busy or something like that. So connecting with nature could be very grounding. And there could be something here, if you're looking for answers as well, to find a little stillness. And that can be a little hard sometimes, finding a little quiet time outside to clear your mind, gain clarity. So we have create. So I do feel like you guys are going to be doing more with this. And some of you could already have started a project, and you could be on the next step of it as well. And this is like a separate thing from the Four of Wands, I feel, with this. This is something else that's happening here, I feel. Yeah, I feel like you're on there's something else you're working on. And we have manifest. This is what you want to bring into the future. I feel like this has to do with that Four of Cups and that Queen of Cups. Something that you want to bring in here. So focusing on that. But I also feel like there's something to let go of in order to move forward, because I feel like these two cards are kind of connected. And we also have mystical. Mystical is like, It's like magic. And there's also something here about it's okay if you don't know everything just yet. Like, believe that it's going to happen, and it will. There's a lot here about staying balanced, making the right decisions, and trusting your intuition. And this is a card of like using words like saying thank you for it to, as if it already happened, you know, and seeing things, visualizing it as if it already happened. And it's like combining the energies of magic spells like words, you know, because words have energy also, and putting out those positive words and saying thank you that, you know, in 3 months I'm going to be in this situation, or visualizing and putting light into where you want to see yourself in the future. Also putting light to anything that could be a hard time right now. Mystical. I'm going to read the quote because I feel like this is a big card for you guys, especially if anybody's doing healing here and wanting to manifest. And then we have goddess energy, so this is all about feeling your limitless self and understanding that you can do magic here, that you are the creator of your life. And I feel like you guys do go for your goals. So if there's any hesitation or any doubts, or, you know, sometimes energies could be rough and it can really bring us down. So it's about staying with that light and creating. So I'm going to read both of these, the quotes from both of these cards for you guys, because I love the quotes in this book. So we have mystical first. Mystical for Leo, we have: mystical insight and enlightenment occur when the veil between the worlds is lifted. The worlds are bridged, the gap closes, and we cross over, by Tom Cowan. It's about crossing over the bridge, and the veils being lifted means gaining more awareness and clarity of situations, seeing the truth, seeing beyond the veil, So trusting your intuition, seeing the truth, letting go of what does not serve us. And sometimes we have to change with the changing times. We have goddess. I'm going to read that, goddess, for you guys. We have: every stage of life always lays the foundation for the next stage of life. Treasure each stage of life, by Layla Gifty Akita. So every stage of life prepares us for the next thing. So, and I feel like this has to do with this beautiful foundation, you know, because we're saying that every stage of life creates a foundation for this. So making the right decisions, you know, and keep your light on, keep your eye on what you want, keep the light around what you want to see. And I wish you guys well, Leo. I also feel like people do come to you with this. I think this comes up a lot. People come to you guys for help and things like that. So you might be seeing more of that. So take care, Leo. Thank you so much for watching.